here's the trick, guys. If you have play to earn, then what you're doing is you're putting that before, and this is a very technical term, fun. Hey all, it's Nim or Nimacree if you're feeling professional, and welcome to the YouTube video. Now today, I actually have some good news from Blizzard Entertainment. It seems that even in the wake of all the scandals and everything that they're undergoing, there is good news. And we'll go over that and more in this particular video. But before I get started, if you like what I do, or you like what the channel does in specific, go on and hit subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything the channel does. But on to the video. Now, Blizzard Entertainment has released a new survey this week. But unlike previous surveys targeting a specific game or franchise, such as asking players' opinions on the upcoming Wrath of the Lich King Classic, and listen, I'm going to be a big fan of that. I will probably play that. Not going to lie. I enjoyed playing as a Ret in Wrath. I enjoyed playing as a Prot in Wrath. I enjoyed playing as a Holy Paladin in Wrath. I just enjoyed my time in Wrath. Finish a character, have some fun. It was great. Now, I'm not going to be looking forward to the overly esoteric try-hard Andes that are going to be like, you don't have the thing. And, of course, we can't forget the return of gear score. It doesn't matter if you're itemized well. It just matters if number high. If number high, player good. If player number high, player good. Why good player do no good damage? Yeah, I put it like that to be insulting to those back when I was playing originally in Wrath of the Lich King, when it was like I needed to get the Meteorite Whetstone or the Tyrannical Beheader in order to go into ICC, and it was like, oh, I could just never get them. So that was a lot of fun. Finally, I did get to go with a guild. They were like, yeah, I guess you can come on our farm nights. I'm like, wow, what do you know? I'm doing like the third most damage. It's almost like I know how to play my friggin' class. Now, let's take a look here. So let's look here. We see here these polls that were released in a survey. We have, you know, how interested are you in the following emerging/future trends in gaming? Now, they say emerging/future trends. Hopefully this just strangles it, and it's like, okay, it's done. No more of this. Crossplay options. Gaming being playable across mobile, console, or PC. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are super interested in that. In fact, that way you never lose progress. Oh, I can play on my PC, I can play on my PS4. Wherever I can log into the game, I can play the game, I can access my character and my save data. That's good. I can't imagine anybody having an argument against that. That being said, this is on YouTube. I'm sure somebody will have an argument down below in the comments. Here's where it gets bad. Play to earn gaming. So earn cryptocurrency, NFTs, or real currency. And non-fungible token. No. Don't do that. Because here's the trick, guys. If you have play to earn, then what you're doing is you're putting that before, and this is a very technical term, fun. The game should be fun. And until the game can be fun and balanced and not have barriers for player enjoyment, you don't need to worry about having extra stuff on top of that. Focus on that first. That's what I paid for. That's what I pay for currently. So good. I'm glad that they're like, Mike Ybarra came out in the show later. There's a tweet that nobody's actually working on it. So that's good. But those things need to happen. And of course, NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Look, all environmental concerns aside, all ethical concerns aside, you don't let me keep the same skin that I would unlock in a Call of Duty and use it in another Call of Duty without me either buying it or unlocking it. Don't tell me that you're going to create an entirely new economic system for players to trade digital goods. I don't believe you. Do the first thing first, because you know what's funny is that's what I paid for. Now, as we go down here, game subscription services, Xbox Game Pass, PlayStation Now, EA Play. Look, the Xbox Game Pass, fantastic deal. Just give me honest. They're not sponsoring this video at all. Hit me up, though. And I haven't played PlayStation Now or EA Play, but I will tell you the Xbox Game Pass is an absolutely fantastic deal. Virtual reality gaming, unless it's like full Sword Art Online, miss me with that. Cloud streaming gaming, popular platforms, Stadia, PlayStation Now, Microsoft xCloud, and Tencent Start. Again, I live in a state where I don't have a data cap. If you have a data cap, cloud gaming is basically like, oh, and you are done now. And then, of course, augmented reality. No, it was whatever, gimmicky, but I don't care. Ultra or photorealistic graphics, again, depends on the context, but in general, I don't care. Artificial intelligent gaming content generation. So you're telling me smarter procedural generation stuff. I already play roguelikes. We're good. I don't really need that. And metaverse gaming experiences. No. Just no. No. VR chat exists. We're good. VR chat exists. We're done. And then, of course, this is a list of the favorite games, one of the favorite genres to play for the person who posted this particular survey. Now, as we continue through here, so previously contained a small scale and mostly unheard of games, cryptocurrency, play-to-earn gaming, and NFTs were already a source of debate and controversy before Ubisoft became the first big gaming company to announce their venture on the blockchain. So you may remember, for those who follow this stuff, Ubisoft Quartz. In, I believe, 90 days, they had 15 transactions, and they were mostly held by one person trying to corner the market. Now, glad that one person was able to corner the market. Good on you, friend. I hope that those investments pay off. I'm not even being sarcastic. Anybody who can get money or good things out of Ubisoft, hey, congratulations. Now, it also says, despite being met with an immediate and overwhelming negative response, and that, I'm going to be honest, is, I guess, burying the lead a bit. Burying a little bit. It was so overwhelming that I would liken it to the pride and accomplishment Reddit post for EA, where it's like, well, we wanted to give players a sense of pride and accomplishment. That's why it takes 40 hours to unlock, like, Darth Vader, or, $20. Like, well, that's not really a sense of pride of accomplishment if I can just pull out my wallet and be like, hey, okay, oh, I want pride and accomplishment? Well, congratulations, pride and accomplishment. Bam, there it is. There's the pride and accomplishment. So I always hate spin stuff. Just listen. There's nothing wrong with wanting to earn money from your game. There's nothing wrong with selling a product. The thing is that bothers me with this is it's the minimum viable product model that sucks. Give me value for money, and guess what? You can have some of it. Or make it enjoyable. Even if it's a niche game and a very small game, you can have some of the money. But if you keep trying to take it from me, you're like, hey, give me, no, I'm going to pull my wallet back. So, again, minimum viable product usually means minimum enjoyment, if any enjoyment. I would say there's an anthem for that, but, anthem. Now, this was decried by both fans and industry professionals alike as an exploitative scam by companies that care about profit above all else. Yes, that is an accurate statement. Wowhead author, you are correct in that sentence. And overall, in the entire tone of the piece, I agree. But that is a specific, if you have to take nothing away from this particular video, other than subscribing to me, decried by both fans and industry professionals alike as an exploitative scam by companies that care about profit above all else. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. That is the thing. That's what they care about. And again, it's fine to care about that. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's good, but I can't stop them. Just don't try to give me a sandwich that is made with bad meat and be like, oh, no, this is actually filet mignon. Like, no, that's a Salisbury steak. You're out of your friggin' mind. Now, executives maintain that gamers don't get what a digital secondary market can bring. By giving players the opportunity to resell their items once they're finished with them or the game. Okay, so, couple of points. I buy a game for X dollars. The game has a certain amount of entertainment value that meets or exceeds the dollar cost in general. Most of this is we're assuming that I'm a rational actor. Now, I'm on YouTube, so I don't know if we can assume that I'm a rational actor. But in general, that's how sales work. Your desire for product or your need for product exceeds cost threshold. It's basic principle of sales stuff. If you want to put secondary markets in a game, show me what they can do. Show me what it brings. Don't tell me that it's good for me. Show me. And by virtue of you showing me what it does, I'll be like, oh my God, yeah. How could I can't believe I didn't have that before. Or maybe it'll be a little less. Maybe like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. I could see that. But right now, I don't see that. I see a marketplace in which people can skim transaction fees, and I can pay money for digital goods that I don't own, even though they're like, oh, well, you own this particular copy. Like, oh, that's great. I own a serialized automatic rifle skin, or a serialized sword appearance, or a serialized mount appearance. But there's a whole bunch more. So I own that specific serial number, but I don't own the appearance. It's not unique in effect. It's unique by virtue of a serial number. So, no. Show me what you can bring to me. Don't tell me. Show me. Now, in a response to an article about this poll tweeted by VGC, Blizzard president Mike Ybarra stated, "No one is doing NFTs." Goes there right there. At Playtime, no one's doing NFTs. Hey, fantastic. Good news. Bye all. I love it. The somewhat curt response left some even more confused than before, wondering why the poll would go out with those questions in the first place if that were truly the case. Though, while there exist several possible reasons, whether miscommunication, backpedaling, or simply intending to prove that Blizzard's audience would have a negative reaction to the suggestion, it seems clear that Ybarra is not currently interested in exploring NFTs within Blizzard Entertainment. Although not explicitly stated, we can presume the statement also extends the forays into cryptocurrency and pay-to-earn models, as the three often go hand in hand. Now, what I want to say is, here's the thing. Companies like Blizzard, big gaming companies, they're always collecting data. They're always collecting data on their players' spending patterns. And if you can push the line a little bit every time, eventually you might be able to get what you want. Unless, of course, you get met with such a harsh snapback that you're like, okay, I can't, that's just toxic. Again, the reference Pride and Accomplishment, EA, Battlefront 2 being probably the greatest example to choose from, with pay to win and having to be rebalanced. In this case, if I'm willing to bet that if the response came back as overwhelmingly positive, they were like, we want NFTs, they would say, okay, yeah, you know what? We're going to give the customers what they want, and they'd spin it as a consumer-friendly, customer-focused, player enjoyment increasing change. But because it was overwhelmingly negative, much like the general forums, they said no. And I think that's a good thing. I'm glad they listened. I'm glad they weren't like, well, we're Ubisoft and we're going to do what we feel like anyways. And if the gamers don't get it, they're going to do, insert Simpsons meme here. Maybe it's the children that are out of touch. In an interview with Axios last November, Microsoft head of gaming Phil Spencer also commented on the recent experimentation with NFTs in gaming, and although he did not rule out the possibility of their inclusion in future Microsoft games, he expressed his desire to safeguard against exploitation. So, as a quote from Phil Spencer via Axios, what I'd say today on NFT all up is I think there's a lot of speculation and experimentation that's happening, and that some of the creative that I see today feels more exploitive than about entertainment, Spencer told Axios. I don't think it necessitates that every NFT game is exploitative. I just think we're kind of in that journey of people figuring it out. And I can understand that early on, you see a lot of things that probably are not things you'd want to have in your store. I think anything that we looked at in our storefront that we said is exploitative would be something that we would, take action on, he added. We don't want that kind of content. Again, that was Phil Spencer via Axios. So, again, that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. I like that. Okay, we'll explore it. We'll see what the customers want. If they don't want it, okay, we don't like it. If it's exploitative, we're gonna say no. We'll take action on that, and that's perfectly fine. But here's where I have a problem. Right? Here's where I have a problem with all this: is you're going to cherry pick data that supports your point. You're not gonna show like, oh my God, this had 100% negative or 98% negative. You're gonna be like, oh, it seems like 3% of gamers said it was okay. Well, looks like interest in NFTs are rising. And then maybe next time, because depending on how you phrase the question or how you present the information, maybe next time it's 4%. Well, again, trends show the trend is increasing. And eventually, through that, you can say, well, we've had some sample data and we're gonna roll some stuff out. Now, that being said, will that happen with Blizzard? I'm going to say probably, at least not for a couple of expansions, because, Mike Ybarra came out and was like, no, we're not doing that. We had overwhelming negative appearance. But keep in mind, I don't like the slippery slope fallacy, because oftentimes it is a fallacy, but these companies have shown, microtransactions, with loot boxes, with battle passes, that if you give an inch, they will take that whole mile. Anyways, this was actually a pretty fun video to rant and rave on, as you guys got to see. So one thing I want to mention is, if you like what I do, or you like the channel in specific, go on and hit subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything the channel does. In addition, I've been told I should push this more often. I stream on Twitch every Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as the semester wraps up, we're probably going to do more gaming streams and less educational stuff. But once the semester starts back up again, we'll do more educational streams. If you want to talk to me on social media, or you're inclined that way, you can follow me on Twitter at Mimicry for snappy comebacks and memes. Always great. If you want to have a longer conversation, there is a link to my Discord down below. Finally, for those who want to parse at 1%, for those who want to be the best in the ViewTube audience, there's Patreon. And that's, of course, patreon.com/Mimicry. Patreon is a great way for small creators to monetize their videos and create a sustainable income from creating this type of stuff. Everybody who follows me on and subscribes on Patreon, thank you very much. I appreciate that. If you'd like to join their ranks, again, that is patreon.com/Mimicry. Ultimately, this was a fun video to make. I'm glad that Blizzard is doing something that I like. This is a good thing. And I want to say unequivocal praise for no NFTs. Great. If we keep that in a vacuum, it is fantastic. Good job. But tell me what you think in comments below. And remember, may the mount you're farming drop on the first kill.